FTMO, funding pimps, and other big prop firms have stopped accepting US clients. If you're a US trader, I'd be worried about this more than the medicals issue, especially if you are totally dependent on Eval accounts to make the majority of your living. When I saw FTMO pull out, I asked myself, what will you do if all simulated eval firms ban US traders? In this video, I'm going to share what I'm doing to protect myself in the event that all simulated CFD firms ban US traders, how I plan to maintain 1 million in funding, and which firms to trust in the short term. To start off, I want to give my opinion about the future of prop firms. There are three main issues that have caused people to worry about props. The MFF situation happening, revealing fraudulent practices, the recent issues with tech, including FPFX and MetaQuotes, and FTMO and a few other companies no longer accepting clients. Now, all of these deserve their own video. I'll give a quick answer of my opinion for each one. MFF fraud, if you're concerned about similar fraud that was exposed in the CFTC document about MFF, just deal with upstanding companies like FTMO. If you're worried about the tech situation, this will pass. There are criteria for businesses to license with MetaQuotes. And MetaQuotes, MT5 and MT4 is just an application. It's a front-end application that sends orders to the back end. So there are other front-end applications. This is just a growing pain here, and this will be sorted out. You may just have to weather the storm. Now, lastly, if you are a US trader, what gives me the most pause as a US trader is the fact that FTMO, the one that is ahead of everybody by 10, 15, 20 steps most times, they stop accepting new US clients. To me, I can't help but see this as an issue that I should be concerned of, right? There's a saying, the warrior doesn't build his shield in battle. So this is where we discuss point number one. What am I doing to protect myself in the event that all CFD firms were to stop servicing US clients? You may ask, why are they not servicing US clients? That's the first question, right? It's the same reason that you cannot open up an account on 8cap's website or IC Markets website, right? These are major brokers that are regulated outside of the US, but they offer CFDs, and CFDs are illegal for us to trade in the US. That's why last year I started to heavily invest into learning futures. Now, as a US trader, I can trade the futures version of US 30, NAS, SPX within the foreseen accepted regulatory body by trading futures, right? People like Jim Simmons made hundreds of millions trading in the regulated futures markets. There are three reasons why I think this is a great plan B that may actually become a plan A. The first reason is futures are regulated and approved to trade in the US. Number two, there are futures prop firms that are built on top of a regulated and accepted product in the US. And number three, there are access to more products, right? You can trade soybean, cotton, wheat, and other products, offering us more opportunity to find edge in different markets. Now, in the beginning, I was worried about switching from CFDs to futures. Don't worry, I'm hosting a free webinar to help everyone with the transition. Just click the link in the description to join the webinar. We'll map the lingo and technical jargon from CFDs to futures. And I'll also explain some nuances in the differences between futures eval firms and CFD eval firms. Now, on to point number two. How will I maintain 1 million in funding, right? I've had firms pause service or completely be wiped out like MFF, and I've had to start over. So when MFF went down, I lost accounts. So I diversified as much as I could, right? To mitigate the risk that I have one set of funding accounts with one provider. So even though I don't want to manage different systems, like I don't want to manage NinjaTrader and MT5 or NinjaTrader and DXTrade, or Trade-of-8 and MT5, it's what I have to do in the short term. Every profession, there are going to be times of uncertainty. People get laid off their jobs, industry shifts, there's innovation that comes in and causes people to change their plans. It's no different for your trading business. This is a growing pain for the CFD eval firms that are outside of the US, that offer services to clients outside of the US. From a tech perspective, it's a growing pain as well. And I think we'll make it through it, but you have to protect your trading business. Don't think of yourself as just a trader. You don't work for a traditional prop firm. You run your own trading business as a consultant to these firms. So if you think about it, like just from a consultant perspective, the CFD firms, you're providing them data based on trading NAS or gold or oil, or EU or GU. Now, if you are in the US and you are restricted and you can no longer provide that data to the CFD firms, then you can provide the data to the futures firms. You already know how to trade. It's just understanding contracts and other things like that. But the hardest part, having edge, having a playbook, having the mindset, having risk management, having execution skills, all of those things are principles and core that you can take from CFDs to futures to stocks to options. So don't think of yourself as all you are is a CFD trader and you can't move on. Now, what firms should we trust? In regards to the simulated CFD firms, I think we should focus on those that have continued to stand and make adjustments as time has gone on. You all know who they are. In regards to the futures firms, here are the top 2 that have been in business for the last few years. The first one is Apex Trader, which brags paying out 90 million. The second one, Top Step, they brag about paying out 20 million. Now, in my opinion, the CFD firms, Eval firms were easier to trade. But if you can make adjustments, you can make money, right? I heard one trader that had been trading for 15 years. He got like 2.5 million in payouts. And he said that when he joined Eval firms, he changed his strategy that he was using on his personal account to fit the requirements of the Eval firm. And he milked it. So just think about the opportunity, modifying your execution, maybe the way you manage trades. It may have to change as a trade-off. There's trade-offs in everything in business, right? So don't see what's happening as the end. The only thing that is constant is change, right? So come and hang out with me on the free live webinar. Everyone is welcome. Join by clicking the link in the description. This is specifically designed for CFD traders. I'm going to talk to the CFD traders about how to transition into futures. Everything I told you about passing eval firms with futures is useless without this secret you need to get funded. To find out what that is, watch this video.